Well, thank you everyone for joining tonight. We're going to go over, how to create the trade line reporting lines. And I'm also going to go over 4 other ways that you can actually utilize the platform and offer services or offer products to get paid for it. So I'm really excited about this. This platform has been around a while. It has a BBB plus review, but like I was saying right before I hit record, but now I'm recording. I want to make sure that you each have continued support offering this. That's why I created the Facebook group. And in the Facebook group, you can already see that the agreement is in there. The agreement template is in the file. So go ahead and download that. You simply add your logo, enter your company information and what percentage you want to use. And that's the agreement that you use for the funding part of the platform, which is super awesome, right? I am going to be uploading the other agreements and contracts tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. I will drop the link, Chris. If you're not friends with me on my personal Facebook page, reach out and then I will add you to the group. But like I said, I didn't want to do one single live training for each of you or have you guys rely on the YouTube video that I did 11 months ago to give you all the support. I've always been a person that wants to do a little bit more. And so that's why I created the Facebook group. And inside the Facebook group, I'm going to have continued support and help. I'm going to add social media templates. I'm going to do some social media marketing trainings as well. So I want you guys to stay in that group, be mindful, pay attention to notifications. There will be more trainings. I want each of you to really feel empowered. And I also want each of you to know if you ever have any issues, you can reach out to me. You are not bothering me. I am here to help. Think of me as your mini mentor when it comes to this, okay? The more that each of you—
I don't listen. I'm listening to something.
Please mute y'all when you're coming in. But I want y'all to utilize me and understand that the better you do, the better all of us do. And this is an incredible platform. I also want to preface that I have a 0 scam fraud policy. And if I see any of you guys misutilizing or misadvertising, I will contact you directly. But I don't feel like any of you are doing that. But I just want to let y'all know that I am here to help you. So pay attention to the group, pay attention to notifications. When I come up with new methods or when we come up with changes, it's going to be updated. Now, I am not going to spend the time to teach you guys how to navigate through the platforms. The platform, the FlexBuy platform and the Benefits platform each have their own training. You can get on a call with a rep. They can even integrate this into your website. So get with them directly. That's what they're paid to do, okay? So if you have any of those technical questions, any website issues, I want you to go to them. If you're not sure who to contact me. I'll get you in contact with whoever you need to, okay? Next, if it has anything to do with a client having questions, selling the product, social media or marketing needs, advice, things like that. If there is a problem and you want to give me feedback, by the way, I love feedback. It does not have to be positive for me to appreciate it. That's how we all get better. And again, I'm here to serve you. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go ahead and do this presentation. And hopefully y'all will have, oh shoot, what did I do? Hopefully y'all will have, there we go. I forgot what I'm doing. Gotta love Canva, y'all. Y'all use Canva. Like I said, as we're going through this, I want you to put your questions into the chat. Okay, put your questions into the chat and that way I can go back and answer them. Okay, so here we go. The create trade line reporting lines for your clients, 100% scam free. Again, I'm going to comment that there's too many scams going on in this financial industry. It is wild, but that's not what this is about. And in this training tonight, I'm going to go over 4 different ways to make money on this singular platform. It is 2 platforms, as you know, the FlexBuy and the Benefits. And in this training, I'm going to show you. So these are the 5 different ways that you can utilize this platform and make more money. First and foremost, with the first 2, you can offer personal loans or startup loans up to 100,000. So the FlexBuy platform, that's the lender platform with 30 lenders. I'm going to go into those details in a little bit, but you can actually become the bank without the responsibility of dealing with collections or defaults. So what does that mean? You can offer personal loans and startup loans, and if that client defaults or stop paying, it has nothing to do with you. That's between them and the lender. So you can actually become a funding expert like myself, or offer personal loans or startup loans to your audience. So if you already have an email list, if you already have a network, if you already have a Facebook group, you can easily offer loans to your network. So that's the first 2, the personal and the startup. And technically, as a startup loan, you can get people a loan for their business because this program doesn't have the same restrictions. I'll go into that in a bit. The 3rd way that you can make money from this platform is with a payment plan for your products or your services. This goes up to $20,000. Next, the main reason why you guys are on this call is to understand how to offer trade line and reporting lines up to 20K. And then lastly, you can resell the platform. So now let's go into each particular one. Now, to offer personal and startup loans up to 100K, it's the same thing. And I'm going to break it down. What do you need to know? First, what do the customers need? Your customer needs at least a 600 plus FICO. Earlier this year, we were able to do 580s, but that particular lender left the lending industry and turned to offer a different product. So now it's best for your clients to have a 600 plus FICO. They need to have provable income, which means they need to be getting a paycheck or consistent deposits. Now, if they're getting deposits like Zelle and Cash App, that may not count. It will just depend on the lender. Nowadays, most lenders are going to use Plaid to connect the bank. That, if you don't understand Plaid or Plaid, everyone pronounces it a little different. It's a way that the lender will connect the customer's bank account to get a screenshot to see how much money is going in and out of the account. That's how they underwrite, okay? Next, they do need a personal bank account. Things like Chime will not work. Things like Bluevine, having those special type of online banks will not work. They will get declined. They can get approved at first, but they'll get declined because their bank doesn't match up. If you don't want to have any current late payments and really no charge-offs or collections. Now, sometimes you can still get a client approved with later late payments. If it's a late payment outside of 10 months or if it's several months ago, it's possible depending on which bureau it's reporting to, okay? Same thing with the charge-offs or collections. If they're super old or maybe they're of very low amounts, this may not affect it in a negative way, okay? So you can still put clients through the platform. Now, a few things. The platform, it's a soft pull only. No lenders will be doing a hard pull. So that's one of the great selling points and the benefits to your possible customers is, hey, you can go ahead, you can apply for free, you can go through the process. We're not going to do any hard pulls. A group of lenders are going to take a look at your account and they're going to give you offers if you qualify without any detriment to your account. That's very powerful, okay? So if they're worried or they're not sure or they would like to explore, but they have concerns, you can let them know that nothing negative will happen to their account. None of the lenders will do a hard pull unless they accept an offer, okay? So what does the process look like? So first and foremost, you want to send that customer the agreement and have them sign. That agreement is in the Facebook group. It's simply you download it. You're going to want to download it, then upload it to a signature software, and then have that available. And you send it either with a link or you send it to their email and they sign. Next, you send the client the application or the client fills out an opt-in. You have the ability to send the client the application directly from the back office CRM. You can create an opt-in where they fill in all the information and you or a VA inputs it. It really doesn't matter which you choose. If you plan on charging more of a back end fee, I would have you do the application personally. So it seems as though, and you're creating more value, like, look, I'm taking care of your application. Okay. Next, the client's going to get offers emailed to them if they are getting offers. If they get declines, they will get emails as well stating why. After that, the client can pick one or more offers. So if the client gets more than one offer from a different lender, they can actually accept more than one. It's called stacking. After that, the client will need to submit documents or whatever that bank asks them for. And then the client will get funded either through an ACH or a check. After they get funded, that's when you want to send your client the invoice to collect your fee. This is the part that a lot of people, they get really excited, they get the platform and they just start offering stuff, but they don't get that agreement set up. You will not get paid if you do not have the agreement set up. So make sure you do that first. Let's not skip. So how do you make money offering this? I just mentioned it. You want to charge a back end consulting fee. I suggest anywhere between 5 and 15%. Now, I have seen people charge as much as 25. I personally don't think that that is fair, and I don't feel good charging that. So I would stick no more than 15%. You could also just charge a flat end fee. You could say, hey, for everyone getting funding over $5,000, it's just 500 bucks. This is completely up to you. Now you can run specials. The holidays are coming up. So maybe you just do a $500 fee special. If you do want to charge a front end fee, which I do not recommend, and I don't recommend it because that's an easy way for clients to get upset, get little results, and call you a scammer. If you're in the financial industry, you understand how many people already think everything and anything is a scam. So we want to reduce our liability, and we want to reduce that, even though everyone's very quick to call something a scam. So I don't recommend charging application fees for anything up front. Take it as a success fee. They get the money, boom, you're going to take that small fee, right? So what can customers use this funding for? So again, we're all from different backgrounds. So if a client, let's say you are a credit repair company, right? Your clients are going to have credit card debt that they need consolidated or other debt that they need consolidated. They can use this loan for that. They can use this loan to buy a car, to make a large purchase. If they have cosmetic wants, I have done tummy tucks, boob jobs, and a few other things. We have financed that. Custom purchases. How many people want to get a custom paint job or custom rims, or they want to get something custom built like a tiny house? You can get loans for that. Maybe an emergency or an investment. And then on the business side, maybe they want to start a business. They want to grow a business. They need inventory. They need marketing. What's great about this is it's a monthly payment. So what about the offers? Okay. I mentioned earlier, there are 30 lenders that will explore the application with a soft pull. The client will need their credit unlocked. If their credit is locked and they apply, they will get no offers at this time. They will have to clear their cash. They will have to unlock their credit, and they'll have to reapply. I hope y'all are taking notes. Good thing this is also recorded. Also, you can get offers anywhere between $500 and $100,000. Now, the amount, again, taking notes because this isn't written, and this is a part of the underwriting, the stuff that people don't teach you that I will, okay? The offer, the amount that they get approved for is based on their believed monthly revenue, income, their credit score, and really their debt to income ratio. They need to really know how much money is left over so they can afford the payment. That's the calculation. So you will get approved for the amount that you qualify for. Again, if there are 2 or 3 lenders, maybe that are offering you $1,000 each, you can stack those. You can get 3 loans for $10,000. Okay. If you're getting a $500 offer, that means that you probably have very subprime credit, which means anywhere between 580 and 620. You probably have some collections or charge-offs, or you don't have much history, okay? The APR starts at 5.25%, which is amazing. Now, you see it on the screen. Be careful with flashing low rates. I do not like flashing low rates. That is, again, an easy way to get people upset and calling scam, okay? When you're flashing a 5.25% rate, which is only given to, write this down, which is only available to 720 plus credit scores with long credit history, It's the only way you're getting those single digit APRs, because this is not collateralized. The clients don't need to collateralize these loans. Now, there is a few lenders that will ask for collateral, like your car. And if you haven't enough equity in the car, you can secure the loan. So sometimes they will be offered an offer with collateral. They do not, and they're not forced to accept anything. They can only accept what they want and what they feel will work for them. Okay. So if you're getting a lot of subprime clients, they're not going to get single digit APRs. They're likely to get APRs in the 20%, maybe even 30s. Now, some people are like, oh my gosh, it seems like so much, but it's subprime. It's subprime. And in the next slide, I'm going to talk to you about selling subprime, because there's a special way to sell subprime. Okay. Next, terms are for anywhere from 3 months to 8 years. Obviously, if someone's being offered like a $500 credit line, it's going to be a 3, a 6, an 8 month, right? But if you're getting offered 25, 35, 45K, you're going to get longer terms, 3, 5, 7, 8 years. Now, let the client know, and also write this down. It's a part of underwriting. The longer the term, the higher the rate. So you could be offered a 3-year at like a 12.99 and a 5-year at a 15.99. Really easy way to sell that, and write this down. This is a part of the underwriting, is if someone is worried about the amount, well, I don't know if I should pick the 3 or the 5-year, especially if it's for a startup, or if it's something to where they're not going to make a lot of money quickly, or they're not going to make money from it. It will be best to give them a smaller monthly payment, which means longer terms. Yeah, they'll pay 2% more in APR, but they can start making double payments early on. When they pay it off early, you don't pay the full 5-year, the full 8-year APR. So there aren't lenders that will do a prepaid penalty, meaning you could pay it off. You could select that 5-year, pay it off in 3, and save a ton of interest, and you had a lower monthly payment. I hope I made sense with that. And again, monthly payment terms. So what's amazing about this is if you look online and you see all these different funding programs people are offering, most people are offering these revenue-based or MCA type products, which are daily payment or weekly payment. The rates are really high. Like people go, ooh, to 20 or 30%, but they don't realize what they're paying when it comes to an MCA. So the fact that you guys can offer a monthly term over a daily is going to save on their cash flow. It's going to help alleviate some of that stress, and it gives them a much longer period of time to sell the item. Okay, so now how to sell the offer. Now, this is going to blow your mind. This is what you guys need to understand about what's so cool about this platform is not only is it white labeled, like your name is on there, right? But the reps really work for you. So when a client comes in and fills out the application and is now in the process, the reps within the system will reach out on your behalf. They'll reach out. Do you have any questions? Do you need help with the lenders? Blah, blah, blah. They will reach out for you. So this isn't something that you have to manage if you don't have the time. If you don't have VAs, and if you don't have the time or the bandwidth to take on something more, you're like, Ashley, I can't do this. It's actually set up to be pretty hands-free. So understand that those reps are going to be reaching out and connecting with those clients to make sure they're getting everything they need. Okay. And again, a hard pull is only done when a client selects an offer that they're interested in. So clients will be like, oh my gosh, I don't want a bunch of hard pulls. It's not going to happen. Now, I promise you, because it's happened to me a million times, you will have clients reach out, cussing you out, saying, hey, I applied with y'all and I got a ton of hard pulls. WTF. Please meet y'all when you come in. Always do not tell them no. Do not tell them that's not how it works. Say, okay, this is what I'm going to need from you. I'm going to need you to screenshot those hard inquiries. I need you to send those over to me, and I'm going to look into this. That's what I want you to do. Simple. Typically, they're going to send you inquiries. It's not going to have anything to do with the lenders on the list. That's when you're going to let them know it seems like you might have been working with someone before, during, or after the situation, and you have this. Since you don't authorize this, give them the instructions on how to get the inquiry removed in 24 hours if you have those instructions. If you don't, then you should be in my group, the other group. But anyway. So there are other ways that you can help and you can create these conversations with your clients. Again, your client can accept more than one offer. If your client has a 25K offer here and a 15K offer here, and a 20K offer here, and they actually want all of them, they can accept them all. Every lender may have a slightly different process. When you are speaking to your client, or you can have this on your website, or you could have it in your paperwork, or you could have it on your discovery call, however you guys process onboarding clients or selling to clients, however you do this, right? What you want to do is you want to prep them for some things. You want to make sure that all their paperwork, if they are attaching it and sending it to clients, and it's in PDF form. You don't want your clients to have any of the paperwork blacked out. They need to see that paperwork. If the application asks for the social security number, they cannot put their EIN. That's not how this works. They must fill out the things accurately and correctly, or the things won't get done. If they are slow to upload documents, these offers will expire and they'll have to wait 30 days to reapply. So letting your clients know this and helping them during the process is what's going to, again, show that you're the expert, show that there's value, and get more approvals and better offers because the things are done right. Okay, so now I want to talk about the higher APRs and the client objections. And I didn't put this on the sheet because I wanted to speak to y'all about this, okay? That's why it's important to be on these live calls, right? So people are going to get scared when they see the APR. They are going to get scared when they see the monthly payment. Okay. A lot of people don't realize what the monthly payment on a $100,000 loan is. People think that they want $100,000. It sounds good. And then when they see a few $1,000 monthly payment, they get scared. And even on the lower end, say you're getting somebody $10,000 and they're seeing like a $300 monthly payment, they get scared. So I want to go over a few things to help you sell these when your client gets scared. Now, number one, the high APR. Tell your client, I understand that's a scary number, but that's not the number we need to focus on, and this is why. Okay. We need to focus on the monthly payment and what you're going to do with the money. And we focus on these two things because the monthly payment is the only thing that they're going to see and feel every month. Right? That's the only real thing that affects them, right? The APR, it affects them in this moment, and it might affect them if they see the number again, but they're really just paying attention to that monthly payment and what they're doing with the money. So if your client is starting a business, you want to focus on, okay, I'm going to pretend the client's name is Ashley because it's a great name. Hey, Ashley. I understand that you have some nervousness around the APR, the monthly payment. So why don't we break this down together? Okay. So you came to me, you said you wanted $100,000 because you'll be able to open up a storefront and you should be able to produce $25,000 a month for the next year. Does that sound still accurate? Blah, blah, blah. They'll say yes. Okay, great. I can't do math right now, guys, but what's 25,000 times 12? I can do math right now. 25,000 times 12 is 300K. So it's like, hey, so for 100K, you can invest that, and in your first year, you'll make $200,000. And then every year after that, you're going to make 300K plus. So it's that perspective, giving them that power, right? Now, if they're worried about the monthly payment, well, I need 35,000, but I'm worried about the monthly payment. Okay. Give them the perspective of, can you use less, or can we take more, and that more we set it aside as the monthly payment? What if the person accepts a loan for a higher amount that equals the first 6 months of payments? It can be that simple. Now you said, hey, now we have 6 months to hit the ground running. That's your stowaway. Now, again, if people are getting this loan to buy something personally, it's not going to produce any type of revenue back. The conversation will be different. How bad do they really want it? How bad do you really want this boat? You know, how bad do you really want the surgery? How much happier is your life going to be? How great is it going to feel every weekend on the lake? So you want to come up with the emotions that tie them to wanting the money. Now, at the end of the day, if it's a bad offer, it's a bad offer. And it's your moral obligation to let people know if it's bad. If they don't feel like they can afford it and you don't think they can afford it, don't offer it to them. I believe in karma, and so it's not really my thing. I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to go ahead and look at the let's see. So should we have those offers sent to us, then have the client get with us? No, Chris. The offers don't get sent to you. The offers will be sent to your client's email that is used. They will get multiple emails from multiple lenders. The lenders may call them as well. When they get the offer, they'll get an email. They'll click the button to review the offers. They can do everything on their mobile phone. It's really simple. How is it white labeled? The URL has your name on it. The CRM back office has your name on it. The application has your name on it. You know, that's how it's white labeled. That's how the company does it. Now on to the payment plans. So the payment plans for products and services. Like I said, I want you guys to see the full power of this platform. I know you guys came for the trade line, the reporting line. We're about to get into that, but this is another piece. So if you're already offering a product or service, some of you are offering a product that costs $100 a month. Some of you are offering high-end, high ticket sales, $10,000, $15,000 packages. Each of you are very different. So there's two different ways that you can use the payment plan. The first way is just to offer a payment plan on your products and services. And the next one is you create a trade line or a reporting line. So it's the same rules for both because it's the same product. This is the second platform, which is the Benefits platform, okay? Which is a payment software. It is incredible. And I show you a few creative ways on how to use it a little bit better for our clients. So number one, everyone that applies is 100% guaranteed to get approved. There's no credit check. It doesn't matter if their credit is a 200. It doesn't matter if they have no credit. They could be 18 years old. I want you guys to think about your hardest clients that you struggle with to get positive reporting lines to. There's only so many there's only so many secured cards. There's only so many types of programs, right? And then y'all are looking for these other trade lines from other people and piggybacking, okay? This is what's going to change everything. So what products and services do you already offer with a monthly payment or that you could turn into a monthly payment? I want you to imagine that now your Facebook training group for $100 a month, or now your membership site for $25 a month, now it's reporting to 2 credit bureaus to help your clients grow their credit. Imagine the 18-year-olds that you can help. Imagine the veterans that you can help. Imagine the people coming off divorces. Imagine the people coming back from bankruptcy. I hope y'all are taking notes because I'm giving y'all the target audiences and niches here in the training. These are the people that you can target. It's so amazing. So what's great is you create the proposal inside the platform, and then it's sent to that client. You pick the amount, you pick the term, you pick the down payment, you pick everything. You pick everything. So if you're using it to sell your product or service, let's say your product is $100 a month and they want to sign on for 6 months. You got somebody a 6-month term, you take a down payment. I usually take the same amount as a regular payment. So let's say your monthly payment is $100. I'm going to make the down payment $100. You can make it more. If you want the down payment to be $500 with $100 a month, you get to choose, you get all the power. Next, the customer will make that first payment with a debit card, credit card, with an ACH. Next, they will connect their bank for future payments. Then after that, as long as you deliver the services, if they default, this is the major thing. You no longer have to be the collection agency. You no longer have to be running down people asking them when they're going to pay their invoice. If these people default or they're late, you will still get paid. You will still get paid every single month until the end of the term, minus a 10% fee. That's why I like to call this the protected payment program. I don't know how many of you have offered payments in the past, but it seems challenging for many. Most won't keep on. At some point, they stop payment. Then you got to search for them. If you create this term and they're going through, you're now protected. You're protected when you've delivered the goods, you get paid. How many times, raise your hand in the chat, where you've delivered goods or services and you didn't get paid or you got a chargeback? Put that in the comments, because this is actually a point I haven't even brought up in my advertising. This protects you from chargebacks. This protects you from delivering your goods, your services, and you not getting paid, okay? Next, how to make money offering this. So When we are talking about the payment plans for your products or services, the thought process is you're no longer selling a high ticket, but an affordable monthly payment. When you offer affordable monthly payments, psychology tells us that your audience will buy more. And what can customers use the funding for? So this is for any of your products or services from $1,000 to $20,000. How to sell this. Now, this is a great example, and this is by the numbers, okay? And this is kind of what we talked about earlier. If you're selling something for $2,500, maybe it's a mentorship, maybe it's your business credit course, maybe it's a financial course, maybe it's any type of mentorship, whatever it is. Let's say you're $2,500, y'all. Now, some of you are using Klarna and all these others and Afterpay, and maybe they work and maybe they don't. I want to let you know that if you are using those on your website and you're actually using PayPal or Stripe for a payment processor, you're in violation of your payment processor, and they can shut you down and hold your funds without knowing. So this is another way that you can take payments protected, cost less to you, cost less to them. Same thing on a $5,000 product. Instead of selling a $5,000 product, you could sell a $500 down, $375 per month, and it reports to 2 credit bureaus. And it helps grow your credit. Again, think about all those people that are struggling to get those positive reporting things. And again, so the smaller payments, it reduces the risk for the client too. Now they feel confident. Instead of, oh, I'm investing $5,000, it's no, I'm investing $375 a month. That's achievable. That's doable. I also want y'all to think about all the programs and the things that you haven't made yet or that you're about to create, and you've been worried about the pricing, and you've been worried about how to take payments, and you've been worried about chargebacks. This solves nearly all of it, minus you just doing the work. It solves all of it, minus the work. Now, the trade line and reporting lines, which is what y'all are here for. Most of y'all, have watched the video, watched the YouTube video. Again, it's 100%, everything is guaranteed. So I want you to think about those hard clients. Those clients are really struggling in the 300s and the 400s, the 500s. Even clients that have super thin history that need something to help them get that house. There's only so many other people's trade lines that you can buy and resell. These are for them. You're going to create the proposal. You're going to send it to your client. Again, the amount, the terms, it's going to report to Equifax and Experian as an installment loan under benefits, under the name benefits. It won't be in your business name, but it'll be under benefits. And as an installment loan, it does hold more weight on the reporting side. And all of this can be integrated to your website. If you want that, contact the benefits team. They will set you up so smoothly and so lovely. Now, this is the difference, and this is where you can really make some money. I suggest that each of you tie the reporting line or the trade line to a product. And there's a number of reasons why, okay? First and foremost, if you tie it to a product, you could say financial counseling for 6 months, and it's a 6-month trade line or a 6-month reporting line, right? You could say it's for mentorship for 12 months, whatever it is, but you want to create that contract and that agreement, tie it to a product. If you, tie it to a service. When you tie it to the service, you put yourself eligible for the protected payment plan, okay? It gives you the ability to make 100% of the money. It's easier on the bookkeeping. You'll make more money. You'll help the client because you're delivering even more value, okay? If you do that, you get to keep 100%. Now, if you're like, nah, I don't want to do the extra. I don't think I can do the extra. By the way, you could have it be included with the ebooks you sell. You can include it with a digital product. It doesn't have to be a monthly thing, but if you tie it to some type of digital product or service that you can deliver, now you're protected. Think about that, okay? If you don't, and you're just going to do it as a reporting line, I suggest you keep 100% of the down payment, okay? And then whatever those monthly payments are for 6, 8, 12 months, 18 months, whatever it is, at the end of that, when they've completed their term, you can either charge 25 to 75% of the funding and send them the rest. That is up to you. Depending on who your clients are and what you're offering, you can determine that. The power is up to you. Now, I want to go over just some random facts about the benefits platform because I want you to understand fees, because I know some of y'all are like, she has not talked about fees other than getting paid, okay? You can cancel contracts. If someone has paid early, by the way, they can pay in cash. If they pay in cash, you go into the program and you put that was paid in cash. So if you have clients that don't have cards or don't want to pay with cards, they can technically pay with cash. If your client pays the loan, the payment plan, if they pay it off early, which they can without any type of penalties, okay, you can cancel the contract for $30. If your client is late on a payment, they will get a 10% late fee plus a $25 fee. Now, depending on which offer you do, if you do the Benefits Legacy, you choose the rate, the APR. If you do the no fee payment plan, Benefits chooses. It's anywhere between 13 and 19% compounded over every like 6 months. So what I'm hearing compared to Self and Credit Strong, it's way cheaper. There is a 3% non-activity fee charged to you if you don't create a new account in 30 days. Customers pay a transaction fee of $3 under 100 or 3% of it. So their payments, they'll get a $3 or 3% fee on the payments, just like with any payment processing. Again, you create the proposals, you send them to your clients. The first reoccurring payment, Benefits will hold that. So it's technically the second payment, but the first reoccurring payment, Benefits is going to hold that and release it on their last payment. They do this for protection of fraud. Next, excuse me, you will receive 100% of the down payment minus a 0.5% payout fee for the no fee financing platform. Okay, so if you pick the no fee financing platform, they'll take 0.5% of that transaction. Again, it's a transaction fee. Your customer will receive an automatic email welcoming them to the benefits and asking to validate their email address. Once they validate, they'll go to the portal, and that's where they'll see their contracts. Okay. It's very, very smooth. Again, Benefits has their own video training where you go through the platform and you learn all the ins and outs. They do a great job. Okay. Didn't feel like I needed to extend this another 40 minutes to go over that. Okay. Lastly, affiliate pay. You guys can resell the platform. So once you have purchased the platform, once you're in the platform, once you're acclimated, once you have your agreement set up, once you have the proof of concept, you're getting these clients coming in. If you want to resell this platform, I want you to keep in mind you'll lose sales. Obviously, I could just offer reporting lines to everyone and not share this with you guys and just keep all the money for myself. But I like to share it. I don't mind it. We all win. So once you're set up, once you're acclimated, once you have it going through, and you could say, look at all of these client reviews, you can resell the platform. You can make a commission plus a percentage of the activity. Okay. I'm going to tell you best niches or targets. Honestly, y'all, a lot of people use Benefits in replace of Care Credit. If you don't know what Care Credit is, look it up. They have horrible reviews. People hate them. They have horrible customer service. Veterinarians' offices and medical offices, any type of cosmetic dentistry, any type of lipo, things like that, Botox, those things, those offices will offer something called Care Credit. Care Credit will only approve you really if you have like 680, 700 plus credit. They only want really good credit. And that's how they do the financing. So if you want to actually be like, shoot, I want to buy a list, do direct marketing, run some Facebook ads to veterinarians' offices and medical offices, I will gladly help you set that up and get a good marketing policy. But you want to target anyone using Care Credit because this is way better than crappy Care Credit. Any financial businesses, like I said, if you're doing credit repair, you're doing business credit, taxes, that's so great. If you're doing any type of coaching and consulting, are you a training creator? If you're creating trainings and high ticket businesses, like utilize this. This is great. You can offer the loans. And if the person doesn't qualify for a loan, you can fall back on the payment plan. So really what this two-part pro platform does is it gives you the opportunity to lose less sales. Because if someone's like, okay, I'm selling this 20,000. If you're wanting to sell a $5,000 product, pardon me, you should be selling it for $10,000, but you're selling it for $5,000 because you're scared. You can now sell it for $10,000. You can offer a loan or you can offer the payment plan. If they don't qualify for the loan, you could take that payment plan and now you're selling your product for twice as much and you're getting the job done. So what questions I'm going to go to this chat, but what questions do you guys have for me? I'm going to look through here. This would be great for my high ticket services. Exactly. You see what I'm talking about there? It really is. So guys, this platform, the way that FlexBuy and Denefits market this platform is very different than the methods that I teach. I'm one of those innovators. I like to look at something and I like to turn it upside down, and then I like to do legal things with it. Only legal things. There's no hacks. There's no tap into this, whatever. I want y'all utilizing this legally because you will easily get removed for doing illegal activities. So if you guys are taking payment plans, if you're doing the trade line and you're not releasing the money and the contract says you're going to release the money, you're going to get in trouble and things are going to get shut down. And I'm going to take that personally. Okay. So we do not want to harm anyone that's trusting us with these things. You guys can literally now, you can offer the self, you can offer the credit strong, or you could offer your own. You can literally be like, hey, y'all, I'm Brandy and I'm offering you reporting lines that come up on your account as installment loans that grow. It's not in someone else's name. You don't have to worry about their utilization. You don't have to worry about if it's legal, if it's right, if it's whatever. They are reporting directly to your credit bureaus, which is amazing. It's great for the digital marketers selling. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. Pawn shop. Okay, great question. I have some people messaging me directly. Pawn shops. Now, pawn shops might be on the restricted list. There are certain, I have to double check on the pawn shops, like mattress companies can use this. Jewelry, I believe, can use this. I don't think pawn shops though, guys. But the thing is, when you're selling goods, like you can do this to automotive shops if they do automotive repair. Okay. Basically, yes, it's primary trade lines. Yes, primary trade lines in the person's name, reporting directly every month to Experian and Equifax. They used to report to TransUnion. They don't anymore. I do expect that to come back at some point. I'm unsure when, but the fact that it reports to Experian is pretty solid overall. Wedding planners, yes. Y'all, anything that's going to cost a lot of money, think about the high-end videographers, the high-end photographers. Think about anyone that's selling these high-end. Now, if you are selling a product, and you see that a few times I've said product when I meant service and vice versa. When you're selling a product, if you're selling a car, if I'm selling microphones, if I'm selling laptops, okay, and you put it on the payment plan and they default, you cannot get that money back in the protected payment plan because it's a physical item. Now, the platform will attempt to collect directly from the customer as much as possible. That's the other portion. You don't have to worry about the collection. The platform does it for you. Okay. So again, you don't have to worry about that extra. But if you're selling a product and you're using the protected payment plan, you won't be protected if they default, but the platform will do everything in its power to get you that payment. Okay. But digital products, coaching, all of that, any type of like setup. I mean, Amazon automations, and those automations can work if they're paying for the setup and they're willing to do like the courses. Absolutely. Y'all, when you realize, okay, I'm gonna bring up this story. I did a speaking engagement a few weeks back in Florida. And there was a lovely young lady that does, I believe she does hair and skin and one of those lovely spa things, right? She says, I'll get to you, Wealthy Sam, in a moment. She says, Ashley, I am overbooked. I can't handle I have too many customers and I want to be able to do other things like digital courses, but I don't have the time. And of course, she actually asked all of us panelists, there were 7 of us. And I raised my hand, I said, double your prices. And the whole room went silent. And everyone was like, what? I said, yeah, double your prices. You're too easily accessible. Double your prices, take on half the workload, and now you have the other half of the time to create the other digital real estate pieces to get you paid more. Duplicate, replicate, rinse, and repeat. Wealthy Sam, I thought payments were guaranteed. Yes, Wealthy Sam, payments are guaranteed and protected on services. not physical products. If you sell a car, it will not be protected by the platform. Of course, you would be protected by whatever contract you had with selling that car. Does that make sense? Or do you have any other, like, again, the services are covered because you're like, hey, I gave them this service. So you could do funnel creation. Maybe you're charging $15,000 for a funnel. Okay. Here is the goods. I delivered the goods. We are protected on that default. All right. So just keep that in mind. This platform, you could do so many different things. Like I said, if you are in credit repair, you can do your monthly payments through the platform and they report. You could offer Tradelines. You could say, hey, I'm doing a financial literacy course that's $100 a month. And you can put it through this platform. And now your people, they're growing their credit as they're learning. This could work for, I have cosmetic schools signed up for this. I have barbershops signed up for this. Are you going to upload this recording? Yes, I will make this recording available as well. But y'all, this can be used for so many different things by you and others. So I want to make sure that each and every one of you that purchases the platform and says that I refer you, that I am your mentor. I will make sure that your business is set up. You can message me or text me directly with questions regarding how you want to market this. I will continue to put new I created this group today, y'all, so bear with me as I just put in a bunch of stuff in there. Well, hello, mentor. I'm your mini mentor, y'all. We have a group. Website builders and SEO. Yes, all of these can work. It's amazing. Anyone selling any type of service, training, digital products, we want them to be 500 or above. They can offer a payment plan where the payments are protected. And we want to do that. And we do that by having contracts and agreements and things set up appropriately and properly. What else? Anybody else? I'm being bad drinking soda, guys. I know. That's my Friday night madness. If y'all are good with these questions, I will wrap it up. Like I said, the next onboarding is going to be November 14th. You can ask questions to me directly. If you haven't signed up already, please do when you are ready and available, and then let me know. When you pay, use a debit or credit card. You should be set up in 1 to 2 days, business days. Get your logins. Like I said, they offer all the training on how to navigate through the platform, and they'll show you how to offer the stuff the way that they have it. I've just looked and seen that there are so many other ways to utilize it. I will do an additional training as well about the FlexBuy platform and the other parts once a customer has gotten funding, because there's some back end stuff that you want to do, and I want to make sure that we do it right. And that way, we're not charged anything extra. But if y'all have any other questions, please report to the group. I signed up both an agent and as a merchant, same portal. Technically yes, technically no, but that's good. You signing up as the merchant, like I said, very good. If you guys, Chris, thank you. I will get you that link to the group. Also, y'all, when you get your FlexBuy, you may need to verbally request the benefits. I have told them that all of my signups need to get both automatically. Sometimes the rep doesn't do that, but just let them know and they will take care of you. If you ever feel like the reps aren't helping you or they're rude or you don't like somebody, please let me know. I have no problem pleasantly calling somebody up and letting them know what's up. Is Damien? Yeah, Damien for the most part's the contact. Damien's amazing, y'all. If you do have an issue, please provide all of the information in the email, full names, dates, whatever, because they will respond quickly. They will take care of you, but make sure it's easy for them. I mean, you guys like that as well. 1 second, I will add the group link that you guys are asking for. You can add others if you want, but keep in mind, if you plan on reselling this, you may want to wait on that. But I'm about to drop it, y'all. So, all right, that's the link to the group. Also, please put down that's my phone number. That's my cell phone. You can text me anytime. Please don't call me randomly. And please don't be weird. Just text me your full name, say that you're on the call or that you're in the group and you have a few questions. I will happily and as quick as possible answer you nights and weekends as well. So y'all, thank you so much for being live tonight. Let's go and enjoy the rest of our Friday and the rest of the weekend. Again, you can text me on the weekend. You can text me at night. If I'm available, I will happily message you back. You are not a bother. No question is stupid. Everybody's businesses is different. Everybody has different target audiences and niches, which I have a background in marketing. So please understand, I am here to absolutely help you grow this, not for only for yourself, but for your clients, because at the end of the day, the more clients that you can serve, y'all, imagine the 300, the 400s, the 500 credit scores, adding these installment loans when they can't get approved for anything else, and how that's going to impact how much their score can increase. How many people can now get those homes? How many people can now get approved for credit cards? How many people can get a better rate on their car notes? And how powerful this is. I think y'all, the more you look at it, you'll see that. And so thank you so much for coming on tonight, y'all. Everyone have an incredible night. We will upload this soon. And again, like I said, reach out with questions. Y'all have a great one.